Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of Doing the Most, which is the Premier League show on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. So I will explain shortly for those that don't know what Doing the Most is, but it's an interactive show where we run polls in regards to the weekend's games just gone. But first and foremost, big up to everyone supporting, as always. Large up to everybody who is supporting Sarcasm City TV first and foremost. Secondly, please make sure you hit that like button, whether you're watching live right now or watching this back after the live. Make sure you hit that like button on the video. Share across all the socials as well. Please make sure you do so. All social media apps you are active on, share across. Make sure you follow at That's Me Flawless and at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. And on top of those two things, subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell as well. I see everybody in the chat. Big up to PJ Daly as well, who just became a member of the channel. Salute to you, just became a Sarcasm citizen. Much appreciated. The link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people. So many great perks. And in regards to the membership, let me know any ideas you lot have in the chat. So if there's anything that if I added would make you join the membership at any level, so whether it's citizen, a soldier, or a general, let me know and I will add it. You know what I'm saying? That's what the membership is there for. Obviously, it helps support the channel further, but it's also for members, for people to support. So if there's something that is missing of any of the free levels, let me know, and I legit will add I will add it and get you signed up to the membership. Jez is in the building. Also, the rest of the panelists will be here. What are you saying though, Jez? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. What you saying?
Yeah, man. All bless. You already know. Mine is Manchester United. I'm all blessed. You
Yeah,
know what
of
I'm
course.
saying? Mine is Manchester United. Big up to Daniel as well in the cut. I just call you Daniel. Who says hello? Big up to you, Warrior J says. Keep it up at Carrington. Still going on flawless. Yeah, man. We're on season 4. The opening episode. You already know. Big up Sheik. He says big up the chat. He's also a member as well. Says like when you enter people, pay the tax. Join the membership for some cool perks. Big up to T.O. in the cut as well. Dead in the water. I see you. Large up my family on the West Coast. Eddie says shout out all my dogs in the chat. Get them likes up as well. Get any Premier League questions in as well, people. We will get to Premier League questions in between while allowing people enough time to vote on the polls as well. See what else you lot saying. Warrior J says flawless. Are you doing the Man United podcast early tomorrow since Newcastle versus Milan is early? You are spot on, Warrior J. So the Man United podcast will be 4 p.m. people, 4 p.m. because then I will be doing the AC Milan Newcastle game, and then after that I will be doing the PSG Dortmund game. Them 2 Champions League watch-alongs live on the Kick, people. So make sure you download the Kick app. Hey PJ, good to see you in the chat. Says yes, flawless. Big up to you again. Big up for joining the membership as well. Before we actually get into the show though, let me actually explain. So for those that don't know, Doing the Most, we look back at the Premier League's weekend's games just gone. So solely the weekend's games just gone. Then it's 5 different categories. So myself, Jez, the rest of the panelists, and you lot in the comment section we'll pick nominations. We'll pick 4 nominations for each of the categories. Then I will run a poll, and then the winner of said category is whoever wins the poll. However, if someone super chats for one of the polls, if anybody super chats, even if the person is not, or that nomination is not actually on the poll, that is the winner, but we will still run the poll regardless. So these are these are the categories, people. The most unforgettable goal, self-explanatory, people. The most unpredicted result from the weekend, again, explains itself. The most unacceptable error must have led to a goal for the opposition. So it can't be goalkeeper passes it out to the opposition striker puts it over the bar from 6 yards out. Most unacceptable error must have led to a goal for our opposition. And people giving away penalties, that also counts. So if someone gives away a daft penalty and then it is then converted by the opposition, that is eligible for it. Most under the cosh manager must have lost or drew. You know what I'm saying? Most under it can't be a manager that's won. So let's say, for example, Luton, the Luton manager, whenever they get their first win, he would not be eligible for most under the cosh manager in the week. Or like, let's take Poch. Let's say Poch wins their next game against whoever Chelsea are they're playing Villa. Poch wouldn't be eligible for most under the cosh manager, even though he is still under the cosh. And then the last one, most untouchable manager people, which again is a manager. If a manager won or got a surprise draw, that's what it is. If a manager lost, he is not eligible for the most untouchable manager. So, for example, if Manchester City lose their next game, we're not saying Pep should be sacked. We're just saying for that week. And the reason why I re-emphasize this, because we always get new people in the chat talking about, yo, how's Pep in untouchable manager? I mean, under the cosh manager, for example. So, yeah, what are you saying, Ryan? You good?
Yeah, good, man. How are you guys? You good?
Oh,
Yeah,
bless.
we
Oh,
good.
bless. Oh, bless. Let me see what else you lot are saying in the chat before we get into the actual show. Let's bump up the likes as well. Sheik, we'll get to that in regards to most surprising result. Dog Run 66, big up to you as well. What a name. Warrior J says, yeah, of course, could I ask Jez a Champions League question? Are you really not that confident about Dortmund in the Champions League this season?
Not at all. Not at all. Like, my prediction is Dortmund finishing fourth in the group.
Jesus, you've got
Like,
fourth in the group.
you
I
can
actually agree.
you can actually see the difference of how much actually Jude was actually the system. Like you can see, and the funny thing is, Jude is not even like I rate Jude highly, and I think he's a really good player, but I don't think you look at him and say like, oh, because Jude Bellingham is not in the team anymore, that we should be able to replace him, but we fucking didn't. Innit? Like, yes, we replaced him, but we didn't replace him with guys that are at least close to the quality of what he provides. Like, he was technically one player in two, and even the two that we replaced him with, when we combine, if you combine their talents, they're not even close to Jude. So that's that. Royce is still playing, which I get it. Like club legend, it's
I can't believe
appreciated
Royce
by
is still there
everybody.
playing, man. That's
It's
crazy.
one of them ones. Holmes is still playing somehow. Didn't get a centre back, so he could play less. Um, the right back position is not that crazy. I told you about Adeyemi the other day. The guy is more worried about his girlfriend than actually playing football right now at the moment. I mean, his girlfriend is with us at the girlfriend is with us at literally in Paris. So I'm like, don't start Adeyemi then. Fuck it. Like, I don't know what they're doing in their off time for the preparation, but yeah, get Adeyemi out of the starting 11 if his mind is not completely there. And then yeah, striker positions like guy refuses to play Mokoko at any point, and it wouldn't even matter because why? If we can't get a goal, which always happens, just hoof the ball into the penalty box and just hope somebody just scored off a deflection. Like this is Chelsea tactics. I can't break down the team. Cool. I just cross the ball 100 times and hope the ball goes in. And I think it was the DOF. I think it was or the CEO. Sebastian Kehl was a Dortmund player. Used to be a Dortmund player too, and he was talking about how Dortmund will be compact. That's a lie. I don't remember. That's a lie. Because he was talking about Dembele. He was saying that because that he was mentioning how they have Dembele, Koulibaly, and Mbappe who are fast players. We played them. We played Mbappe, Neymar before, and they weren't compact back then with the same manager. You think they're gonna be compact now? Hell no, bro. Like I said, the team is just in a mess. I want the manager gone personally because I feel like he just can't get a tune out of the team since he lost the title on the last day. And the guy's just overrated. I thought he was maybe he turned the corner around, but I guess maybe it's just everything was just clicking for him till the last day. I guess for him last season.
Can I ask you a question about that? Like, Jez, do you think if Jude was fully fit for that game, that Dortmund would have won the title on the last day?
I think yes. I think if
Jude
was fit, Dortmund win the title because Jude is not allowing certain things to happen. Like for example, the fact that Jude was injured, he had to switch up the system. If Jude, like Julian Brandt had to play in the pivot or play in midfield, which would not happen if Jude was there.
Yeah,
like Jude was just so much the system, but like it you could clearly see the difference. Like the guy still had to because the guy was injured. By the way, so even when he came on, he wasn't 100%, and he still had to come on because of how tragic the situation was. Like I said, all right.
Jude didn't come on that day, did he?
He came on. I think he came on.
Did he?
I think he came on.
I remember watching. I don't remember him coming on. I just remember him all the time being on the sideline. But
I remember on the side. Actually, yeah, know what? Yeah, you wasn't on. I remember because even then, after all the subs were gone, the camera was all the time panning to Jude. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nah. So you can just see the difference when he's not on the pitch, and even now, like you can see his effects just not being in it. That's why I say all the time, people that want to tell me, well, Jude's not that good of a player. Like, come on, like I mean, if Chelsea had Jude, they're definitely scoring goals. That's for sure. But I mean, that's for another day. But that's for another day. But yeah, I think the team is finishing bottom last. The manager's getting sacked, and then they're just gonna go for a new manager in there. But then again, I always keep saying it. The board is also just fucking up things with signings. I mean, how is Sabitzer one of the replacements to replace Jude Bellingham? Like, I'm sorry, like, it just doesn't move. It just doesn't move me at all. Like, the targets that they have missed as well. Like, it's just a bunch of things that happened that's just wrong in my opinion. And now you can see actually getting paid. You're paying for the mistakes now as well. So it is what it is, to be honest. But yeah, Dortmund, that last in the group. Like, Newcastle would need to stink up the place in order to not be last in their group. Like, and I don't even want to see Dortmund in Europa League. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you don't want to be in Europa League.
Like for me, it's not even because I don't want to watch the Europa League. It's more so because they go get the bars in the Europa League too.
Oh shit! Oh right, jeez. Ah, okay.
Yes, it's that deep. It's that deep.
Fast. All right, that's crazy. A man just said, Jez, where do you expect Dortmund to finish in the Bundesliga this season?
I'll be honest. I don't even think top 4 at this moment in time.
Wow.
Bro, they are this bad. Like I know that they won the last game, but it only happened because of a red card. And I know, okay, cool, you took advantage of the red card, but not every team is just going to get a red card every game. Before that, you had one win, which was an unconvincing one win before. You lost the game where you were 2-0 up. Of course, you got the lead again to a team that just got promoted. Like, Heidenheim is the German version. Heidenheim is the German version of Luton Town, literally. And it's not even because of the quality that they have right now. It's just the way the whole they got promoted as well. The story. It's literally Luton Town but German. Like they never was in the Bundesliga either in the history. It's literally the similarities are there. So they literally butted a 2-0 lead to Luton Town, Germany. Like it's like I said, Dortmund is just in a very shitty place very shitty place. That's why I'm saying like the manager is just for me. I'm just counting down the days that manager is leaving in there.
And big up to Daniel as well, DRFC, who says, I'm new to the channel, is just a Dortmund fan. I hear the German in his accent. First and foremost, big up. I didn't know if you was the other Daniel so you're another Daniel who is also on the membership. So Daniel, big up to you. Let me know, because you signed up and it wasn't on the live stream, let me know what level you're at in regards to you signed up, because I may need to reach out to you depending on the level you're at. But first and foremost, big up for signing up. Secondly, as well, yes, Jez is a Dortmund fan. He's also a Spurs fan. Who else do you support? Jez is a club home, and he a bitch.
No.
That's what he is.
Don't
He Lukaku, man. He Lukaku.
Don't do that. Nah. Okay, so this is for everybody. If you see another team outside from Dortmund, Tottenham, it's because I'm actually desperate for like just watching good football elsewhere.
Okay,
but
all right.
The teams that I support, it's just Tottenham mainly, and Dortmund is just more out of like a, how do I say it? I don't actually support Dortmund like support, but I keep up with the results. I kind of care, but I don't really care about Dortmund in the same time. Like I don't know what the word is. I don't know what the word is.
Nah, you have a what's the word I'm looking for? You have a soft
spot
for them.
Soft spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you have a soft spot for them. You have a soft spot for them.
Yes, because I actually grew up in Germany, but I never really felt like supporting a Bundesliga team. But Dortmund was always the team that I liked, and because I used to live in Stuttgart, and the number one rule was don't fuck with Bayern Munich under any circumstances. Like we don't fuck with Bayern Munich over there. So it's like okay, I can't go on to be on the bandwagon and support the best team in the country, but I never wanted to support anyone like properly in Germany either. So it's like, you know what, Dortmund, I like Dortmund. Like back then, I used to like these players all the time, but I didn't want to support the club.
So he is, yes, and to answer the other part of your question, Daniel, yes, he is. He's German and Ghanaian. So yes, that's why you hear the German in the accent. Large up to everyone in the chat though, and big up for joining the membership and becoming a Sarcasm citizen as well. Appreciate it. Big up Prime. I see you in the cut. Don't worry, I've started some of the best questions as well, people. But if you want me to get straight to your question, then do indeed super chat. I don't know why this is always going off, but here we are. PS always just buzzing off. But yeah, bump up the likes. We're about to get into the actual show. Share this across the socials. Let's get more people in here as well. Actually, Ryan, anything you want to add in regards to the Premier League before we do start the show?
Not really. I spoke about us last night in the Q&A.
Yeah,
I
it don't have to
kind
be
of said,
Liverpool. It can be something else. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're like. You know what I'm saying? That's why you always got a lot to say.
I mean, Chelsea shit. That's the only thing that we can say, to be honest.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of good that the three clubs that I dislike the most are all doing shit. United,
Nice.
Everton, Chelsea. All those three are.
Oh yeah, you live in the
doing
dream.
so.
Yeah, you
Huh?
live in the dream. I said you're living the dream.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
you're
and
living
actually,
the dream.
well, in terms of results, we're doing well at the moment, and to see those three doing shit is a nice thing to see. To be honest, still. So yeah, man. Everton, I think will go down this season because I think they're useless.
I'd be sad to see
Chelsea,
them go.
as it stands, might be in a battle with them, and
Oh my
yo, the Everton Chelsea relegation battle, man. I'll be there, man.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Man, taking
I mean,
liberties, yeah.
to be fair, they could have a new manager by then, so you don't know actually.
Man taking liberties, yeah.
And United are just
yeah,
you men are kind of funny at the moment as well, to be honest. Like, although with you lot, actually, there's not with you lot. You men are actually really bad. So yeah, forget about that.
That's actually something I wanted to talk about real quick because I was thinking about it. And I was like, because now also we seen Ten Hag out, Ten Hag dub, Ten Hag in. And I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I think United fans should stick with Ten Hag regardless of how the season goes, because I feel like United never gonna find the consistency to be an actually good side or just a consistent good side if they don't stick with the manager. I actually tweeted it earlier as well. I think the era of long-term managers needs to come back ASAP because I feel like teams and fans just wasting their time and money by just always getting a manager every 1.5 to 2 seasons, and you can see like then always the conversation with the new manager is like, but this manager needs to get rid of the deadwood from the old manager. And I mean, Chelsea still have players. I think don't Chelsea still have players from like what Conte? Actually, no. They probably got rid of them. But I mean, like, from last season.
Yeah, because you say they did get rid of a lot of players.
Yeah,
but
so last
season. Yeah,
so yeah, like last season. Let's say it this way, they still had players from that Conte era, and I'm like, you know what, this wouldn't happen, or these type of excuses wouldn't happen if you stay with a manager more long term. And I kind of get it. There's achievements and there's certain targets that you have to hit, but I think sometimes, especially if you know your club is not run properly, at least the manager needs some time, even if it's like a bad season. Like, I mean, you saw Klopp didn't come in immediately and did well. Pep, it took a season too, and then obviously he has the good back. Like, Pep is the only club in the Premier League that actually has good owners in terms of getting things right, and even sometimes they get things wrong, but you know what that means. So I don't know. I feel like it would generally needs to look back in terms of United and a relegation battle, and I can't get out of a relegation battle in order for me to be like, you know what, okay, they should get rid of Ten Hag. But I kind of get it why people are angry, but I feel like United fans should need backing regardless, in my opinion. Even if it's a bad season, it's a step down from last season, because I think long term it could be better. But then again, he just doesn't do himself favors with certain signings that he have made.
That's it.
I think that
if the signings were all good, but United still don't perform, then okay, I can be, you know what, maybe he just needs more time and it's just everything is just not clicking. But I think that's the only thing I can say. Like, he just didn't do in favor with certain signings, which technically holding him back. But I don't know. It's just my opinion, though.
I think.
Yeah, go on, Ryan.
Sorry. I think the Ten Hag thing is very interesting in terms of the whole thing, because I don't think you should sack him yet. Like, in all seriousness, I think it's way too early in the season. I can understand why a lot of fans are unhappy with him, because you're not really seeing what he's trying to do, etc. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I don't know what you're trying to do. But I think the big thing, when people are saying, oh, sack Ten Hag and go and get ex-manager De Zerbi, for example, I think what people, and I like De Zerbi a lot, but I think what people underestimate and forget with the United job is the amount of pressure that comes with it. I think that's the thing that people forget. You know, it's different to Brighton. You know, De Zerbi at Brighton, they have a bad result or something, like they got beat to West Ham a few weeks ago. It gets brushed under the carpet very quick at the end of the day. No one's going to talk about it that much. But everything you do at Manchester United, from every single little thing, every team selection, every substitution, everything like that, every bad result, every bad performance, below par performance, everything gets magnified and spoken about to the full extent at the end of the day. And that's the pressure that it brings with it. And I do think Ten Hag is maybe struggling with that pressure a little bit at times, quite a bit. But that's also a reason why I don't think it's as simple as saying, "Oh, sack him and get X manager in." Do you get what I mean with you? I think people are just kind of forget about that pressure element. But at the same time, with Ten Hag, I think he does need to show a lot more. I mean, this is your second season. You have spent a lot of money. You've gotten players that you wanted at the end of the day. You look at Onana, his signing, Martinez, his signing. Luke Shaw, okay, not his signing, but he gave Luke Shaw a new contract last year, so that's his guy at the end of the day. Casemiro, his signing. Eriksen, his signing. Bruno, he gave the captaincy, so that's clearly his guy. Rashford, he gave a new contract as well, so that's his guy. Anthony, his signing. Højlund is signing. That's your team now. There's kind of no place for you to hide anymore. You know, you have got to. There's no excuses for you anymore now, in my opinion. You got Amrabat coming in, Mason Mount as well, who are your guys as well. So there's no excuse for him. And I understand why a lot of your fans, like I said, are unhappy, because you're not seeing what he's trying to implement. You don't have a clue what he's trying to implement. And of course, it's still early, but I think there's one thing also that I think is also not good for him at the moment. And believe it, I think it's Ange Postecoglou as well. Because I think people are looking at Spurs and are seeing what Ange is doing at Spurs and are comparing that to Ten Hag, saying, "Well, look, you already had a year here. This is your second year. Look what Ange is doing in his first 5 games. Why can't you do that?" The amount of times I've heard that in the last few weeks.
Saying like, "Oh, Ange has been used," but the funny thing about it, right, is it's not just Ange's like. See, the thing is, I don't like how people are kind of using us as a comparison. Like, I kind of get it in terms of like, I'm just playing a style of football where you can identify and he's sticking to it. Like,
oh yeah, I'm not comparing it. I'm just saying what people have been doing.
I'm coming from that people's perspective, and they're looking at United and Ten Hag, and it's like, okay, you're in the second season, yet we still don't understand what you really want to do, which I think is the main issue here. I feel like if people kind of had an idea what you're trying to do, at least they could back it. Like, we already know how people feel about defensive counter-attacking football, but it's not even counter-attacking football anymore. It looks like
it's just kind of no football.
It's like pass the ball to Rashford.
Give it Rashford or
give it to Rashford, and everybody get the fuck out of the way. Like Ten Hag says, "Yo, like every time when Ten Hag talks to Rashford, and he says, every time you get the ball, just scream, ISO, get the hell out of here, bro." Like, this is what it feels like. That's why I feel like people are frustrated. I kind of get it, to be honest.
Yeah,
but then it's like, then even with, like, let's say even Thomas Frank doesn't have the best quality, but I can at least identify what Thomas Frank wants from his team, and you can see it works, because even without the Tony, they still getting results. They just lost the unbeaten run, but it only happened because of a penalty. Unlucky. But see, I think this is where I think I can agree with United fans in terms of the identity. It's just not there of what is United actually trying to do. But in the same time, I feel like if you sack Ten Hag, if people want Ten Hag sacked, gone, cool. It's not like I'll require, because I think Ten Hag is still a good manager. Like, I feel like it's just revisionism. I feel like in the beginning, do I think United played bad football last year? Yes, but they got the results, which at the end of the day matter. But in the same time, I still think Ten Hag is a good manager. But in the same time, I feel like if you sack him now, guess what? 1.5 seasons later, we will be sitting here with a new manager having the same conversations. That's why I believe in long-term management, in my opinion. Even if it's a season where things are not going well, but I feel like there would be more of an indictment if the ownership would show, okay, let's say it's got to a point where everybody's like, you know what, Ten Hag out, piss off. But I think it would show more if the ownership would, regardless of even the fans wanting Ten Hag out, if the ownership said, you know what, we're not firing him, we trust in him, and we have a plan here. I think there's also another issue that United have. Like, the ownership doesn't really give a fuck, or not even involved. Like, it's like, if the fans want Ten Hag out, they're just going to sack him. But, for example, Klopp had bad results at the beginning, but the ownership knew long-term Klopp was going to be a success here. Pep, the first season didn't go as well, but everybody knew Pep is Pep Guardiola. If you back him, eventually it's gonna work out. And I feel like
Arteta's the big one. I think he's the main
Arteta's another
example.
example. Like, bro, that don't let Arsenal fans think that we didn't see them, all of them being Arteta out and booing in the stadium.
Oh, bro, do you remember that run they went on where they were like 15th or something?
Arteta is a great example because, and I wish I would have thought of this earlier, because on shout out to Battle of the North, the whole gang over there, Matisse.
Did you do that today?
Yeah.
They did
If I remember correctly, and you lot correct me if I'm wrong, Jez, Ryan, everyone in the chat, when Arteta went in there, when at Arsenal at first, was he not pragmatic and defensive?
Yes,
at first.
Yeah, that's how they won the FA Cup.
He was pragmatic and defensive for like the first couple seasons.
Then as he started getting football,
and then as he started getting his own players, they became more progressive and playing football.
You could see him trying to implement
but then the results didn't. He got the players, but the results didn't come immediately. They had that bad run where they ended up being near relegation, but then everything turned around, didn't it? Because everybody said, you know what, yo, Arteta, get the fuck out of here. But the owner said, you know what, we're not sacking you. We believe in this manager. And
then so once he got his players, he then implemented his style. So he was pragmatic at first, and then he got his players, and then started playing more progressive, more possession-based football.
And they obviously
and guess what? They gave him the trust and the time. So I feel like even for a bad patch, you have to back the manager. I know Ten Hag hasn't done it right with the recruitment, in my opinion, with certain signings. But let's not act like all the signings been bad signings.
Yeah, I hear that. We're gonna move. Yeah, Dan, because I knew, because me and Hassan, we had a great debate about it, but he was talking about the whole philosophy and Ten Hag, and how if Ten Hag would have implemented his philosophy this season just gone, then it would put Manchester United and players coming in a much better stand. But that doesn't work when you look at Arsenal, because Arteta did not have his own players and the guys he needed. He was pragmatic and defensive for the first 2 seasons. Then once he got his own players, they started playing much more offensive football. Like what we do. But yeah, that's just something penny drop. That's all. If I was a cartoon character, the light bulb would have went off. But we are gonna get into the actual show, people. But we do have conversation before we start. So let's get to it. So what I need everybody in the chat to do: give us your best 3 or 4 goals from the weekend's games just gone. Don't give us your absolute best, people. Don't give us what's your, because I'm going to run the poll in a second. But all I'm looking for is nomination. So give me your 3 or 4 best goals from this weekend to everybody in the chat. Ryan, we'll go to you. What goals stood out to you this weekend?
You know, I saw the highlights before and I was like, there's a lot of good goals from this weekend, you know. I thought, really. Cho's goal tonight, brilliant goal from Cho. That curler into the top corner for Forest. Even the Burnley goal today, I thought was quite nice as well. I thought that was a really nice finish from the edge of the box. There are others as well. Gross's goal when he sat down Martinez as well. I think he took that really well, and Pascal Gross. And that was actually a very good team move as well, because I think it was something like 30 passes in the build-up from the back. So that was a really good one. Kulusevski, Trossard as well for Arsenal. Great finish. Kulusevski's on his weak foot as well. I think that was a really good finish as well.
Very good.
But yeah, there's a lot of goals from this weekend, man. Quite even your young guy with the hair. That was a nice goal. Yeah, it's a nice goal.
It was. What are you saying?
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'm seeing you lot in the chat. Continue, people, because I'm literally gonna run the poll in a second, people. So I'm putting it together. Yeah, go on, carry on. I'm going to pick the most that I mentioned from you lot. Yeah, go on, Jess. If there's any more.
So I put down Cho as one, then Duran from Villa.
Oh, the Villa goal.
Hey, stop 1 second. Yeah, bear with me 1 second. I gotta get to this because that's a supremely generous super chat. So big up to Daniel. I'm just gonna call you Daniel, DRFC Daniel, because I don't want to butcher your surname, and I'm terrible for it. So no disrespect, I just don't want to butcher your surname. But big up for the generous super chat, much appreciated. First and foremost, he said, just wanted to drop a super chat to show my support. I'm feeling in a good move comparatively at the moment, as my team finally managed to grab their first win of the league season and are now off the bottom of League 2. What's that up the Donny?
I think it's Doncaster.
Oh, you Doncaster Rovers fan. That's why it's DRFC.
So, yeah.
I didn't know what it was. That's what it was. Oh, so you were Hey, good to see non-Premier League fans in the chat. We growing, man. I love that.
Come on,
So
man.
big up for the super
Yeah,
chat.
big up,
First
Daniel.
and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Much appreciated. Good to hear Doncaster Rovers are off the bottom of League 2 as well, man. So large up to you. And again, yeah, man. Again, can only say thanks very much for the super chat. And any other questions you have, Daniel, obviously feel free to get in. And because you dropped such a generous super chat, if you want to pick the winner for this unforgettable goal, I'll still run the poll, but let me know. But big up to you, man. Good to see a Doncaster fan in here as well. But Daniel, again, man, can only say, man, Doncaster Rovers appreciate it. Sorry, Jez, I just had to get to that.
No
Yeah, go
worries, man. Now big up Daniel. That was also nice seeing fan supporters from other clubs, and it just shows you that people just enjoy the shows, even though
Yeah, man.
the club maybe is
Love
not being involved as much. Nah, so it's cool
And
now.
yeah,
Man.
Daniel, of course, and thanks for welcoming me. Great to be here, man. We welcome all. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We legit are we like Chelsea Football Club. Everyone's welcome here.
That's
You know
what
what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying,
That's where
The
we're at.
the only difference is you don't have to be.
Yo,
black
we
in
have
that
too
place.
many
That's the only
Chelsea
difference.
Football Club in here, bro.
Yeah, but you don't have to have you don't have to be black with my hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? That's
Exactly,
what it is.
yeah, bro,
You
like,
don't have
everybody
blacks.
everybody
Like, you
That's
don't
it.
have to.
Bro,
don't have to be.
I was
But
looking
big
at the
up,
bench
Daniel.
yesterday. Just quickly off that, I was looking
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
bench
go on.
yesterday. Yeah, bro, they had two guys at the ball. I thought they were academy kids.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
whatever, bro. Like,
It is.
Did
But
you
yeah,
see what Fuad said about? He said they had American presidents on.
yeah,
the
they
Yeah,
were Washington.
Washington,
The
innit? Yeah,
Washington.
yeah,
I was like, yo,
Washington. But you lot, let us know in the chat. Continue
Yeah.
to drop your 3 or 4 best goals from this weekend's games just gone, please. Let
So,
us
yeah,
know, people. Yeah, go on, Jez. What you
so
gonna
I
add?
also
So
had
I've got
Cho
Hudson-Odoi, I've got
and
Duran's. Yeah,
and
that's
then
2.
I have Doku.
I really like Trossard's, you know, on his left foot, like
I
that.
think
The way he
Trossard's
just
was a banger.
directs
Trossard was a
it in.
good goal, but I actually didn't put it down because I felt like these goals were better in terms
Yeah,
of.
go
There
on,
were
Jez,
a lot
which
of
one
really
is-
good goals.
Because I had Doku, Kroos,
Doku's
and
was
then
very
Bob.
good.
And
Oh,
I also-
Doku's for
I
City
also
was really
put
good,
Welbeck
yeah.
is there as well because I wasn't sure which out of the ones I should left out. So I put Welbeck there as just like an honorable
thought-
mention.
Kulusevski's goal was good. I thought
Yeah.
the Sheffield United, I can't remember the name of the Sheffield United, but I thought he took it that goal
Gustavo
really
Hammer.
well. Yeah, he took that really well. But since man is saying Doku, we'll run with that. So the poll is out, people. The poll is out. Most unforgettable goal. Vote on the poll, people. Get your votes in. We'll give it 5 to 10 minutes. We'll answer questions in between. We'll give our 1 to 4s as well. So the unforgettable goal, we've got Hudson-Odoi, which I've actually not seen, so I'm gonna watch in a second. So Callum Hudson-Odoi from
You not seen
technically last
Cho's
night
goal?
now. No. So we're
Bro,
gonna
it's
watch in a second.
that's probably
Bro,
the goal of the
Hudson-Odoi
season.
C1's
That's
gonna be
goal of the
blocking you on
season, bro.
social
Yeah,
media now,
Duran's,
bro.
Trossard, Doku. So it's Hudson-Odoi, Duran's, Trossard, Doku. Get your votes in. I'm literally gonna watch Hudson-Odoi's, but I'd be very shocked if it's better than Duran's. That Duran goal was exceptional.
Nah, you
That
see,
is an
it
exceptional
was
goal.
sick left foot volley, but you see
was-
Cho's goal,
Go on.
very very nice, very
All
nice.
right, so give us your 1 to 4 on this list. You know what I'm saying? 1
What
to
can you
4.
say this? So you got
So it's
Cho,
Hudson-Odoi.
you've got
Yeah, Cho, Duran, Trossard, Doku. They're the 4.
okay. I'd still go. Oh, Cho's goal was really, that curl. The curl on that shot. Cho number 1, the Villa guy number 2. 3 was, what was it again? What were the other 2? Doku and who?
Trossard and Doku.
Oh, Trossard 3 and Doku 4. Doku's goal was nice though, like a City left winger, direct with pace, taking on plays and scoring, man. Yo, Grealish might be in a bit of trouble, you know. I can't even lie to you, man.
We'll have that discussion. In a sec. I'm literally pulling up his goal now. Go on, Jez. Your 1 to 4.
Cho, Duran, Doku, Trossard. Oh, actually, no. I switched. Should I switch it up? Because I was thinking about maybe putting Doku second and then Duran third. But then the cross from Digne was actually insane in it.
You're on a crazy. Like I say, that goal was a banger.
It was banger, yeah.
Yo,
That's a
C1 is
man.
watching.
You know what?
this
Yeah, I
with a
keep
tear in his
it that
eye.
order. No, by the way, funny start. I think Digne has like 5 assists now this season. And
Oh, Digne, does he? Crazy.
I think
Actually,
Yeah,
he's got a
and they
got a
were
good
going to sell
delivery.
him as well. They were going to sell him in the summer.
yeah, they want to get rid of him too. I mean, to be fair, Saudi Arabia team came in, so of course, like kind of. But
Yeah.
let me see real quick.
Even the Burnley goal was nice, you know.
Oh yeah.
Forest
This Hudson-Odoi goal was a banger. Yeah.
Yeah, like-
This is that was a banger. It wasn't better than Doku's goal in my opinion, but it was a banger.
You think? I did
Don't
like
man-
Doku's
He
goal
got
though.
top things.
No, not Doku's goal. Sorry, Duran's goal. Sorry,
Duran.
Duran's goal.
Oh, right, yeah,
yeah.
that's fair,
Duran's
yeah,
goal.
that's
That's the
fair.
one I'm thinking about. That goal.
That
to
was nice.
Control I don't think people realize how hard it is to control the ball on your chest, turn and swivel, and hit
Roof
that,
of the net, smash. Oh
and
my
hit
word, it was
that in that
beautiful.
fashion. Like I would say so. For me, I'd go Duran's goal. I really do like Hudson-Odoi's goal was a banger. So was Trossard's though.
Trossard's was nice as well. Left
Trossard's was a
foot.
very good finish. I'd probably go Duran's, Trossard's, Hudson-Odoi, then Doku. But that's
Trossard
no
over
disrespect
Cho.
to Doku. Yeah, because it's on the wrong
The
foot.
left foot, like that
Kind of
first time. I
the
like
first,
it.
because that's the only place he can score that. That's not a shot at Chose. If someone says Chose is
Yeah.
better than Trossard's, it's like this, like the
What
gap
I
between
loved
the two
about
of them.
Cho's is just the curl he got on it, which is beautiful. That's what I really liked about his.
But yeah, you lot continue to vote. We got Hudson-Odoi at 41%, Duran at 18%, Trossard at 18%, Doku at 24%. Doku at 24%. Let us know, people. Like I say, continue to. I wait for some more votes to come in as well. Let's see what else you lot are saying. And who did you lot vote for in the chat? Let us know, people. Let us know who you lot voted for in the chat as well. Let's see. Daniel saying Hudson-Odoi's goal was outrageous. Yeah, it was a banger. It was a banger, without doubt. Joe's goal would have been much more satisfying if he didn't go in off the post. But off the post ones are on point. Let's see what else you lot. Yeah, it was
I
crazy.
think that makes it better, going in off the post, because the keeper's
how it
basically
looks.
got no chance of saving it then.
Yeah, I like how it looks.
So
when
I
it
actually
goes in off
like
the
it better.
post. Yeah, for real. We'll wait for a few more votes, but it seems Hudson-Odoi. I'm surprised. I thought Duran's goal would. Actually, I know what you lot are like still. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't surprise me. I know what you lot are like in the chat. You lot are hella biased, but I love to see it. I'm saying, isn't Trossard left-footed? I think he's both.
No, he's
to be honest.
right-footed. I'm sure
He's
right-footed.
squared both footed,
Yeah,
to be
he's
honest.
right-footed.
He's right-footed.
I've
But he's
seen
actually
him,
good
yeah.
with both feet. He is good with
Yeah.
both feet, to be fair to him.
He's very similar to like a Jota when it comes to that type of thing, like scoring those type of goals, I would say. But PJ saying Hudson-Odoi, Fez. Hey, you lot, continue to bump up the likes as well. We're only at 24 likes. Gale's up to 30 likes, people. Please continue to share across the socials and subscribe, because we're 6 short of 8,100 people. 6 short of 8,100 subscribers. So hit the subscribe button on the channel. Hit that notification bell as well. Yeah, we're still 6 short. So let's do that. Let's bump up the likes and bump up the subscribers as well. All right, so we're going to end this poll because Hudson-Odoi has won 40%. Duran at 15%. Trossard at 15%. Doku at 30%. That tells you how good the goals were at the poll, so split. You know what I'm saying? I think that's probably one of the most split polls we've ever had in regards to that. So yeah, Cho has won it with a banging goal. Okay, next one we will go to, people, is the most unpredicted result. So I will run through the results. Let me just pull it up on the screen from Game Week 5 Premier League, doing the most on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. Right. 1 second. So we've got Wolves 1, Liverpool 3, Fulham 1, Luton 0, Tottenham 2, Sheffield United 1, West Ham 1, Manchester City 3, Manchester United 1, Brighton 3, Aston Villa 3, Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle 1, Brentford 0, Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, Everton 0, Arsenal 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Burnley 1. We'll go to you, Jess, and let us know in the chat as well. Give us your 2, 3, 4 results that you would put as the most unpredicted, people. What are you saying, Jess?
Let me see results. 1 sec. Let me put that up here quickly.
Yeah, no stress. I can go to Ryan if you want.
No, I literally got it here
Yeah.
anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Definitely, I'll be honest. Can I put Chelsea in here? Because I can't lie. It wasn't really unpredicted that they wasn't going to win.
It's the 0-0.
This is what I'm saying, but then again, I'm thinking about like, I'd be really surprised that it was 0-0.
Nah, because they both.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
what
not
I say.
surprised, but just because I still predicted Chelsea might come out with a really like.
The thing is, I didn't predict them.
I said
win.
draw. I thought it'd be 1-1.
I would be a
can't
draw.
say
I
0-0
predicted
is
1-0
that.
Chelsea.
See, my
Oh, you
only
said 1-0
difference is I thought they were actually going to score a goal, and then yeah, but that didn't happen. But yeah, I think I would say Man United Brighton for sure. I mean, this is their first home loss in how many games?
Since Brighton last season, actually.
Yeah, literally around this irony.
The irony.
I think I say Wolves Liverpool only because Wolves went up first. And
but I wouldn't say that's a shock. Liverpool winning.
See,
yeah,
I'm not sure
3-1 before the game.
I'm not sure that Liverpool won. Like I expect Liverpool to turn it around and everything, but I feel like the dynamic of how the game went They went down first as well.
Yeah, it wasn't a 3-1
Yeah, and
game.
I mean the fact that even Wolves scored a goal, because I'll be real, Wolves score records actually not that great, is it? Like, so I kind of felt like it, but because I'm looking at all these results and I'm not really shocked. Maybe Fulham 1-0 because it was against Luton, and I expect them at least to score 2. I mean, I said before every team should be scoring at least 3 against Luton, but yeah, so I would say maybe Luton, Fulham.
You're saying Fulham 1 Luton, but the result is not. But yeah, because it is 1-0. I hear you. Let us know in the chat.
Yeah,
Continue to
1-0.
get in because you lot have mentioned the Bournemouth Chelsea 0-0, and you've also mentioned.
I guess I throw in Bournemouth Chelsea because I feel I'll be honest. All of the results, I'm not really too surprised, to be honest.
Yeah. What are you saying, Ryan? Before we continue, big up to Big Six Bands for the raid as well. Shout out Monts, the whole Big Six Bands gang. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Everyone who's joined over from the raid, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Yeah, go on, Ryan. What are you saying?
Definitely United Brighton, because
I hear that.
I still didn't expect United to lose the game. I thought Brighton would be the better team, but I thought United being at home, they'd grind out a draw or a win. But to get beat the way you did as well, going 3-0 down, etc. It's definitely that, I think. But it still has to be Bournemouth Chelsea for me. I know we can laugh and say,
Bournemouth Chelsea. Any others though? Is there any others outside of those two?
No, I genuinely don't think there's any others. I think all the others are like.
All right, polls out, people. 1 second. How do I even X this off? There we go. Right, the poll is out. Unpredicted result. There's only 2 people. We've only got 2. We have Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, Manchester United 1, Brighton 3. Vote on the poll, people. Vote on the poll. This is going to be interesting. Most unpredicted result from the weekend. And that being said, there's now over 100 people in here. I'm only at 29 likes. What's going on? Let's get us up to 50 likes. Like check 1212. Let's bump up those likes. Hit that subscribe button if you are indeed new as well. And go vote on the poll. Even if you're not in the chat, vote. So, all right, Ryan, which out of these 2 results do you think is more... was the most unpredicted?
United Brighton.
United Brighton. Yeah. I think that's fair. The chat was pretty much saying United Brighton, Chelsea, Bournemouth is the 2 options. What are you saying, Jez?
Yeah, United Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton. Yeah, I would say so. But currently, Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0. 55%.
You know the guys don't
like
Chelsea.
1 at 55%.
Chelsea.
Yeah, let's go, man. It is. Like, let us know, people. Let me know in the chat which result you picked and why. I genuinely want to know to people. Because I think Manchester United 1, Brighton 3 is the more unpredictable result. 100. And that's me saying that as a Manchester United fan. Without doubt, I think that is. So, yeah, let us know in the chat, people. PJ says my number 1 was Chelsea, not United versus Brighton. Why? United are terrible. Brighton should have won. But forget context from the game. We're just talking solely result. LFC for the double. I want to know why you've picked whatever you've picked. Because for me, I think it is United Brighton. And people really shocked that Bournemouth Chelsea was 0-0. I said 1-1. I don't know why Ryan picked it. I said 1-1.
I wanted to say I was shocked. I just thought Chelsea would win like a 1-0 or something. Because even Lampard beat Bournemouth away last season. Like,
yeah, that's true. But hey, Poch, man, it's
Poch,
it's not looking good.
But then again, bro, like, I'll be honest. Let's be honest. If Bournemouth would have won, wouldn't have been like shocked.
That's the crazy thing. If Bournemouth win 1-0, do they make this most unpredicted result? I don't think they make the poll.
No, I think they do.
You think they make the poll?
Bro,
I'm being serious. No, they don't, man.
Bro, we all know how bad Chelsea are.
If Bournemouth win this game 1-0, it would not, like, they would have to win,
you
like,
can't tell me
3-4
Chelsea weren't favourites for the game. They were.
Let's be honest.
I think the odds on was the draw.
Bro, we all know how shit Chelsea are rubbish. They are rubbish.
For me, it was a draw.
Think about it. Bournemouth finished where in the league? Wait. Bournemouth finished where in the league last season? And I know it's slightly different teams. Did they not finish like 15th? 14th? Chelsea finished where? 12th?
Well,
yes,
I know,
come on, man. What are we talking about?
And even then, the Bournemouth game that they won, it wasn't like they were like, oh my God, what a team. Nah. Last year, like, let's be honest. Like, I'll be honest. I'll be honest here. When I say, when it was Bournemouth Chelsea, I wasn't really scared that Chelsea was going to get 3 points still. Like, I'll just be honest.
Bro, Bournemouth were better team second half. Bournemouth were the more likely to score as the second half.
Yeah, and we know Chelsea for being a good defensive team, but bro, Bournemouth could have won that game. But let's be honest. I just wouldn't be surprised if Bournemouth would have won that.
I would not if they would have won.
Chelsea's best player was their goalkeeper. Robert Sanchez was Chelsea's best player yesterday.
He was man of the match.
Definitely, and I don't even rate him.
Chelsea would have lost that game. And no, Bournemouth probably picked up more points in 2023 than Chelsea. They're just fortunate that they picked up many points before 2023. So let's be honest, like.
Yeah, like I
I'm
said,
just
this
not.
wouldn't.
I'm not really.
Yeah,
that's why I said. That's why I didn't wanted to put Chelsea in there because I feel like it wasn't unpredictable.
Yeah, it's not. It's just that there wasn't too many unpredictable
This
results.
was
It's currently 50-50 right now, so you don't need to vote. I need to place my vote as well.
39
you don't need to vote.
points in 37 games. Fuck. That's awful.
No, the
It's so
hilarious
bad.
part is, I think in 2023, after
6 wins.
after Leslie Okuchukwu made the start for them, I think he was the 34th player to start for them this season.
Yeah,
Not this season, in this year.
Oh, you know what the wildest stat I saw was? This is the wildest stat I heard, yeah. And I'm not even sure if it's fully true. I think the last time Chelsea beat like a top half team in the league when they played them, that team was top half, was like.
It was Tottenham, I think.
And not even Tottenham from the season before. From 21-22.
Not even last season.
You're not even last season. They didn't beat Spurs last season. We're talking the season before. That's the last time they beat a team in the top half.
I'll tell you, it was peak.
That's the one that shocked me the most. That is the stat that literally shocked me the most when I saw it.
But yeah, big up TJ as well. I see you in the chat. Hey, go
big
vote
up
in the
teacher.
poll.
I know, man. Hey, man, teacher. All I'm saying is, you may not be cool, but I saw Son and Saka linking up in like some fashion show. Like I was saying, like the Roy Keane in me, I would have probably felt differently. But you know what? It's 2023. I don't care.
And to Warrior Jason's flawless, apparently Bournemouth got their first clean sheet this season. Yeah, they're renowned for not scoring goals. We know that much, but I can't say I'm shocked. I said draw. I just said 1-1.
I mean, see, the thing is, Moya, you saying that, but then we know that Chelsea can't score a goal.
Yeah.
Did
you see that Jackson shot in the second half?
Matisse said on the stream, like, bro, that kid that had to go to school the other day, bro, blue eye.
So crazy. Prime says if Wolves had beaten Liverpool, Chelsea would be in 16th. Chelsea are now 14th, 2 points away from 16th. Damn. I said, bad. That's a bad indictment, man. Jesus, it really
Chelsea need to thank us, innit?
That is crazy.
Caicedo in the 10 is gonna save them.
Oh my, yeah, like that's the crazy part.
I just realized for most worst error that we do, Caicedo can't be nominated for that this week.
Yeah, he won it twice, isn't it? Did he not win it twice?
I'm sure he's won it twice. He won it twice.
Yeah, he won it twice. He won it twice, yo.
I was just saying he took the Bournemouth test, innit?
It's crazy. Just to clarify to Manju asked, where's Ahmed? Is he still depressed about Chelsea? I believe he is still depressed about Chelsea, and you can't say he's not absent when Chelsea don't win because he's been here and Chelsea have only won one game. So he's like, that's not on him. I think he is. I know Ahmed's in a bad way, people, because United lost 3-1 to Brighton and he didn't say anything to me about it. He's not bantered me. He's not popped up in the comments. He didn't jump in the watch along. That's how I know it's bad, though. The fact that because Ahmed tries to crash on me,
Manchester United tries to crash on everyone,
any given opportunity, and when he didn't, I was like, yo, he's really down in the dumps.
Even then, United played the day before, so it wasn't like Chelsea lost in the same time. But
the whole day and didn't say nothing.
He said, did he not say anything from the Saturday till the Sunday?
He's still not said nothing. He's not said
Wow,
nothing about
crazy.
the game. I had a whole 24 hours.
I think it was like he was like, you know what? Let me wait for my moment and then crush it. And then, oh shit!
This is why you gotta jump people. I shoot first, innit? Let Chelsea had lost before Manchester United, even though I know we could lose on the Sunday. I'm shooting at Ahmed. You know what I'm saying in particular. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting at Ahmed. Like I put names on bullets. You know what I'm saying? And I let people know what time it is. Like I'm just gonna crash on Chelsea overall and the whole fan base. Like no, I'm going specific for certain Chelsea fans. Like so when Lewis has talked, I always get at Lewis because he always quick to talk rubbish to me. Always get at Timo's left me alone. Who else? And Ahmed, Victor, they're probably the four, but they've all left me alone pretty much. So yeah, that's legit what it is.
Why do I feel like Timo just disappeared?
Nah, he's still about. You know what I'm saying?
He's somewhere simple.
Oh my god, he was at the game. But you lot continue to vote, looking for a few more votes, people. Currently, Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, 45%. Manchester United 1, Brighton 3, 55%. Please go and vote on the poll to make this decisive. Get your final few questions in before we go on to the next, before we go on to the next category. Again, you can see it on the screen. Most unpredicted result. Vote on the poll, people. Get your votes in on the poll and bump up the likes. What's going on? How are we only at 32 likes? What's going on? How? How, Sway? What's happening here? Why are we only at 32 likes, man? 50 likes. There's over 90 people in here. What is happening? And did I miss a super chat, son? If I did, I apologize.
Maybe because we've been just talking about Chelsea like the way we did, and you know how dominant the Chelsea fan base is here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But they have been they've been quiet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hopefully Ahmed's good. Make sure you subscribe to the Bridge 258. The link's underneath in the description of this live stream and every live stream on the channel as well. And yes, man, you're right. What kind of Manchester United goal ratio is this? That's good. I'm gonna use that. But yes, what type of Manchester United goal ratio is this? Bump up the likes, man. What are we doing here? And we'll close out on that. So yes, Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, 45%. Manchester United 1, Brighton 3, 55%. So we will go to the next one, people. The next category. Always my favorite category. You know what I'm saying? It's always good. Most unacceptable error. And it must have led to a goal for the opposition. So you lot in the chat, let us know. Most unacceptable error must have led to a goal for the opposition. Anyone who gave away a penalty and the opposition converted, that is also eligible as well. Ryan, we'll go to you. What stands out for you?
There were loads this. I think the Newcastle one against Brentford, the penalty. That was really bad.
It was the fullback,
keeper.
Right?
Yeah, Aaron Hickey.
Aaron Hickey plays it to the keeper. The keeper fouls it. That was really bad.
I put Hickey there because I don't blame the keeper in it because
the keeper can't get with his hands because it's a back pass. So I think Aaron Hickey's more at fault for that. The Luton goalkeeper as well for Vinicius' goal for Fulham. The way he just parried that was really bad. I thought. You know the goal Wolves scored against us, yeah. Robertson at the back, I thought Robertson had a good game against Wolves as well. Obviously, he scored the winning goal. But, bro, for that Wolves goal, bro, I don't know what he was doing at the back post. Like, it was like he left it and he didn't know the guy was behind him at all. He could have easily cut it out. So I'm going to put him in there. But I can't really think of any others that were mass because, like,
he's not saying Sa. What did Sa do?
Yeah,
I don't remember what Sa did.
I don't think Jose Sa was at fault for anything.
And again, people, to clarify, most unacceptable. So it has to be an error that stands out and you go, that was really bad. It can't just be, all right, you can see, like, you lost your man or you didn't track your runner.
Yeah,
that happens. It has to be like a goalkeeper. It's a P roller from 40 yards and he lets it through his leg to
I think Onana should have saved the third goal, but I don't think it's a howler.
That's a crime. That's a prime example. Yes, Ryan, thank you. Onana should save the third goal against Brighton. I agree.
Yeah, but
I don't look at that and go, oh my God, what a terrible mistake type of thing. Like, it's one of them that stand out when we're talking about unacceptable errors. Yeah, I know some of you lot are running agendas, but let us know. To me, Saab wasn't at fault for any of the
he wasn't at fault for any goals.
I think Hickey's one. I do think Hickey's
no, you know which one he's talking about with Sa?
Go on, which one?
I know he's talking about the Robertson goal. Because if you look at it, it was from a corner. Sa came and corrected and he did a shit kick out. And Robertson got it, played the lock. So I can actually kind of understand it. You can put Sa in then,
yeah.
Okay, what's it called? I put another player that wasn't mentioned so far. Aguerd for the Bernardo Silva goal. I feel like I don't know if you want to categorize it as an error, but for me, it's like you was never gonna get the ball, and Bernardo Silva literally went past you just like that. You jumped. If he would have just stand his man, or he would have just made sure to block the shooting path and also make sure Bernardo Silva can't slip in behind. I think City doesn't score the second goal there, in my opinion.
No, that's fair. So we got that. Anyone else? We got Hickey. We got Jose Sa. You said it was Aguerd, right?
Aguerd,
yeah. Anyone else? Are we doing one of those three?
The Luton keeper.
What's his name?
I don't know his name is. Oh, his name.
Just put Luton keeper.
What did he do?
So the cross came in, which he should have claimed, but then he was too weak with his one hand, and then Vinicius just tapped it in.
I remember it. Yeah. I think you might have been a bit harsh.
No, it was bad.
He could have gotten this. He could have gotten this.
I genuinely think he should have done a lot better.
His name is Kaminsky, so we'll run with him. There we go. Kaminsky. There we go. Unacceptable error, people. Poll is out.
Yeah, that's a good
Paul
one. Klopp playing McAllister and
is out.
Gomez as an inverted fullback should
Yeah,
be in
yeah,
there
that's
as well.
true. So we've got unacceptable error. Hickey, Jose Sa, Arged, and Kaminsky, the Luton goalkeeper. So let us know. You lot, like, make sure you vote. So Hickey was in the Brentford game. His header was short. Jose Sa for Robertson's goal with the poor kick out. Arged for not tracking Bernardo Silva, because it was strange how he didn't track
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva. And then Kaminsky for the Luton goal that they conceded against Fulham. Big up to Lewis in the chat as well, says Bun Football. Anyone else watching Monday Night Raw, you're a joke, man. So yeah, vote on the poll. You see it there on the screen, people. Vote on the poll. Ryan, put these unacceptable errors from worst. So 1 being the worst, 4th being the least worst.
I think Hickey's is the worst for me because it's just stupid what he did, in my opinion. I think I'd actually go Agard for the second. I'd go the Luton keeper for the third, and I'd go Jose Sa for the fourth. I'd go Jose Sa for the least worst because there was still quite a lot to do after the goal. You know, you get what I mean?
Robertson was able to do a 1-2 and just run into the box and everything.
Yeah.
Nobody else do
So,
anything.
yeah, that's why there was still a lot to do where they could have stopped it after. So I think that's the least of the least worst out of those mistakes, to be honest.
Faz, what you saying, Jez?
I think I'll go with the same order, to be honest. Like, I don't really have an argument for any of these in terms of like maybe putting it in a different order. And even with the Joseph Farr thing, I didn't see the highlight where they're showing it to complete it. It only shows when Robertson picked up the ball and scored his goal. So I can't really comment on the Joseph Farr, to be honest.
No, Faz. I'm saying, you lot, hey, likes though, man. Like Lewis said, he said, hit the likes, don't be a Chelsea. Let's bump up the likes, big up Lewis every single time. Subscribe to Carefree Lewis Street. What are we doing? 34 likes, 50 likes, and then I'm gonna shut up people. Like check 1212 when you enter the city of Sarcasm. Pay the tax. When you enter the city, it's tax free. All I need you lot to do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That is indeed it, because you're clearly here watching the content, enjoying, and that's cool. And don't think if you're not watching live and you're watching this back after, you don't have to hit the like button and subscribe. Yes, make sure you do so. And check us out on all audio platforms as well. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV. Follow us on SoundCloud, Spotify, 5-star us, 5-star us on there and follow. iTunes, 5-star us, leave us a review. All you iPhone users, make sure you do that as well. But let's bump up these likes. Waiting for a few more votes. Currently, Hickey, 21%. Jose Sa, 43%. Aged, 21%. Kaminsky, 14%. Check you lot out. Jeez.
How Jose Sa suffered that, honestly.
It was a bad kick, though.
It was bad, but I don't think
it was so bad.
It's a bad mistake because those were the three.
I think
that Hickey one.
Hickey's
You're telling me Hickey isn't the worst?
Like, for me, it's like because you knew you can't pass the ball back to the keeper there. Like,
Yeah.
for me, and I think Royal J asked the question in order: which team would get their first win? Luton is last, that's for sure.
Yeah, Luton ain't getting no. Are Luton even gonna win a game this season?
They'll beat someone.
Bro, Derby only won one game.
Chelsea at home.
Wait.
Yeah,
because they got like 12 points. Was it 12 points?
No, I think they only won like 11, I think, but they only won one game, one league game.
Nah, they'll beat someone. Someone will go there.
They're so bad.
Chelsea at home.
Yeah, that's good.
Bro, they barely beat Luton, and then they got the 3 goals. But bro, people don't remember how bad the game was actually.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's facts because people don't realize Chelsea went 1-up. But until they got the second goal, bro, Chelsea were not good. Like Luton had a couple of chances, you know. They were in that game.
I'm looking at it right now. Like, Flores, are you confident for Burnley United?
No. Away. I'm never confident. Also, away from home, never confident. No, never.
Okay, because then maybe you could argue maybe Burnley could get something there.
If they beat us, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
I think it all depends on what these teams run in most, kind of.
You're gonna miss a striker because he got sent off today. A red card.
Oh yeah, I did see that they had a red card, but I didn't know who it was for. But yeah.
Oh, the striker, I think.
Starter.
Well,
I mean, Everton, bro. The thing is,
Everton just can't score. Like they
really can't score.
They can't score.
And away from home, Everton away from home are like really bad.
Yeah, give your order because the teams are it's in order which team will get their first win. Everton, Luton, Burnley, Sheffield United, Bournemouth. So that's the 5.
Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Burnley, Sheffield, Everton, Luton. This is my order.
First. What are you saying, Brian?
I'd go Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth legit not won a game. I thought they have.
No, they haven't won the game yet.
But yeah, I think Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth will be fine this season. So Bournemouth will get their win soonest. I actually think Sheffield United could get like a 1-0 from somewhere. They've given a couple of teams some like City. They only narrowly lost to Spurs. They only narrowly lost to. So I think they could get a win soon. Though I still think they'll get relegated. Luton are definitely last. Yeah, they definitely are. Then who are the other two? Everton and who are the others? Burnley. I think Burnley get a win before Everton. So yeah.
First, yeah. So the teams are it was Everton, Luton, Burnley, Sheffield United, Bournemouth. First, I think will be Bournemouth. Yes. Then probably Burnley. For some reason, Everton, I can just see them getting a win from somewhere. Sean Dyche, I back him with a Calvert-Lewin to figure it out, and I think
But he's always injured, man.
He is always
What's it
injured. Man. He's
called?
currently fit
Bros,
now.
Peter said he needs to link
Yeah,
for
like
NFL
one
show.
game.
Oh shit, yeah. Tell him. Right, I set it up. Give me 1 second.
he's-
Everton. Just say 1 second.
Yeah, he's in the chat, so you heard it.
Oh, see, yeah, he's in the chat. Yeah. 2-2's Peter. I need to set that up still. So yeah, where was I? Yeah. So Bournemouth. Yeah. Bournemouth, Everton. No. Sorry, Bournemouth, Burnley, Everton, Sheffield United, Luton. And I don't know what Steve was on the members Q&A talking about. Luton can get 10 wins this season. Shout out to Strasbourg Steve. I don't know what he was talking
They
about.
won't even get 10 points this season.
Yeah, man said 10 points, you know. This guy is
To
crazy.
be fair,
Alright,
today,
you might carry on the show. 1 second, yeah? 1 second.
Yeah, but, funny enough, because I was watching the highlights from Luton Fulham.
They had chances.
Luton should have won the game.
You should have.
Ah,
Yeah, really good chances, man. But then, quite clearly, I don't know how many goals have they scored this season. I know they've lost all the games, but I'm not sure.
I don't think they have to score a goal yet. No, actually, they scored one against Brighton. I think a penalty.
Didn't they score one against West Ham as well? Late on.
I'm trying to look it up right now, but I know they scored against Brighton. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up real quick. They scored one against West Ham too.
Goals, but yeah,
They got one against Brighton, nothing against Chelsea. Then they got one against West Ham, and then they got 0 against Fulham. So
yeah, because I think they've played one less game than most.
Yeah, because they couldn't play home games.
Yeah, there was something with the stadium, I think. So
Yeah.
They'll definitely finish bottom. I think the relegation zone. I think the bottom 4 will be like Luton, Sheffield United, Everton, Burnley. I think those 4 will be in the relegation battle kind of thing. But I think every other team above them will be kind of clear of them. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I know Bournemouth ain't got a win or anything, but Bournemouth I think will be all right this season still. I don't think
the thing is they're still missing like the two probably their best players in the pivot.
Yeah.
Adams is not there. Scott is not there.
Adams. Yeah.
So it's like
exactly. Yeah, like Bournemouth, but like any of those 4 could get relegated. Are going to get relegated. Like I don't know which one of them stays up at the moment. I don't know. I'll probably maybe see Burnley might stay up by like, but then because I feel like because of the attacking football that they're trying to play, they might end up sneaking a few wins, which could be enough. They'll get pammed on like so many occasions, especially when they play the likes of, the bigger teams. Like they've already got battered to you, man, by City as well. Like they're going to be on the end of some batterings this season, but like. Thing is with the 3 below, like they literally can't score goals. Like Everton, bro, like they've scored 2 goals this season, and both those 2 came in one game against Sheffield United. Like
exactly like a relegation candidate as well.
Yeah, like thing is that Beto looks a good player, but I don't know how many goals he's gonna get for them. Like I haven't seen much to show me he's like gonna be.
Only you saying that it's between Everton and Burnley for the third relegation spot.
I agree. I completely agree. Yeah,
which is the funny thing. I actually had people like there's always like this one relegation team that's much better than not the team that came up, but that's generally better than people expected. Like you had Brentford, Leeds in recent times.
Yeah.
And people said it's going to be Burnley, but then at the same time, it's like Burnley is just like I know Company is actually playing a system which I can recognize what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
But I just don't think at this level he can afford just yet.
Yeah,
Like
it
he
could
has
just
to
be a
adjust
bit
something.
naive at the moment, just
Yeah.
because you have to remember the quality, like, of your team. Like, to play that style of football, you need to have some quality in your team. Otherwise, you're just gonna get on the end. Like I said before, you're just gonna get battered by so many teams along the way. Like, if you're playing that naive at the end of the day, but because of that style of football, I do feel like they could sneak results against the bottom half teams. You know, like I think they'll beat like Luton. They'll probably beat Everton, Sheffield United. They could get wins against, Bournemouth, etc. Like they almost beat Forest away today. So like, I think they could get enough of those wins, but like, which will keep them up maybe. But like I said, they're gonna get some proper thumpings this season.
I mean, this was the first game that didn't concede a free in 5 games.
Really?
The commentator said something like that. Let me check again.
Oh yeah, because I think they lost like 3-0 to City.
They lost. They had 5 goals against
you. They lost 3-1 to Villa.
1 sec. Let me
Yeah.
put it up. So free. Because the one game that Burnley didn't play was the Luton game, so they lost 3-0 to City, 3-1 to Aston Villa, and then the 5-2 against us. So it's the first game that didn't concede more than 1 goal.
Yeah.
Let alone 3 goals. So like they concede another goal, but then again these are 3 good teams compared to them, and so it's one of them ones. And all of a sudden, a team that's closer to their quality, they get in the draw at least. So
yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Like, bro, I just think Everton, bro. Like, I just feel like this is the luck's gonna run out this season. I just think they've just got nothing to them, bro. Like, literally, when you've not scored a home goal so far this season and you've played 3 home games. Bro, listen. Like, I think they're screwed. Like, even against Arsenal yesterday, like, yeah, you kind of resolute, you defended quite well, but I don't remember them having like a good chance or anything throughout the whole game. Like, I don't remember them.
I didn't even bother watching the game because I kind of this time it felt like Arsenal's just going to get a win here.
I can't lie, I turned it off after the Trossard goal. I knew it was done then because I was like, Everton just like ain't got it in them.
They're not going to come back first, And obviously, Danny is saying, I think the fact that 3 promoted teams all look so poor, I think Everton might shit house another 17th again. I kind of heard, but then at the same time, I look at Burnley in the moment as like they can't be the team in the top half. I wouldn't trust them, but I trust in the team of the bottom half of the table to at least getting results done. So maybe they could. Well, Everton at this moment in time, I don't think they can beat anybody at this moment in time.
Like, I think
maybe they can draw a game, but not win a game.
Yeah, like I think Burnley could beat Everton like right now, kind of. Yeah, I think at home Burnley would definitely beat Everton right now, 100%. Goodison, maybe it could be a draw or something, but yeah, like at the moment I have Everton going down in 18th, but I think it'll be close between them and Burnley.
Yeah, and also from Daniel says nice goal, a small quick finish, and that Costello is a talent. Yeah, he was decent. Actually, all the games that I've seen from Burnley, he's actually been a really active player for them. So definitely, I'm putting my eyes on that guy for sure.
First, sorry about that. I was just trying to
no worries.
kick the NFL show people. Yeah, man, big up to Jez and Ryan holding it down. And most unacceptable error, Jose Cyrus won 42%. Hickey got 26%. Aguirre 21%. Kaminsky at 11%. Go to the next category, people. Let us know. Most under the cosh manager. So if a manager won this weekend, he is not eligible for this category. So if a manager won this weekend, he is not eligible for this category. So let us know in the chat. Give us your 3 to 4 managers for this category, please, people. We'll go to you, Jez. What are you saying? What managers stick out to you?
Definitely Poch. It's like what?
Yeah, Poch makes sense.
Only one win in 5. Yeah, Poch.
It's against Luton as well.
Poch, definitely, because they drew against
Ten Hag.
Poch. Ten Hag's enough.
Deitch, actually.
You're saying Deitch for losing to Arsenal?
Yeah, that's it. I wouldn't say Deitch for this weekend.
It's not. But then in the same time, though, I feel like you have. I think this was the type of game where, like, considering their record as well, I think at least a point. I feel like, because to be honest, my prediction was actually a draw. To be honest, at least a draw, because I feel like you knew what you knew what Arsenal's going to come and do to you. And I felt like Everton defensively did the job in it. But I mean, again, if somebody else wants to put a different team there, I'm not really going to be too surprised. And I threw in the Luton Town manager only because
What is it? Paul Heckingbottom?
No, Rob Edwards.
Yeah, I think it was his name. I think. Let me check. Yeah,
Rob
I mean,
Edwards.
Warrior J put it in the chat anyway. Yeah, I think the Luton Town manager, considering that Luton had just all the chances and didn't fuck off with it, and then
What's his name? Rob Edwards.
It says,
Okay. First.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Daesh. I mean,
I can't put a Sheffield United manager for losing away at Spurs.
I can't do that.
I wouldn't do that. And they took a lead as well, to be honest.
I can't do that.
But would you maybe do it for the manner they lost, like 2 goals in added time?
See, added time. This is the thing is, it was just crazy and like added time in the goal. I mean, this is the latest winner in history, in the Premier League history as well. So
yeah, I saw that.
One of them was ironically we owned both of them actually, the second and the first.
Yeah, that's what I would say. What you lot saying in the chat, let us know, because I've currently got. We'll probably just run it these 3. We've got Poch, Ten Hag, Rob Edwards.
What about Thomas Frank?
To be fair, like it was just a penalty, to be honest. Like last minute, like they late, but they played well, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought they actually did okay.
Yeah, like Paul's out for losing. I can't really stay for losing to Newcastle. I can't really put him on that. Like maybe if it was at home, maybe. But yeah, most under the cosh manager vote on the poll. People from this weekend's games. You got Pochettino, Ten Hag, and Rob Edwards. So let us know, people. Make your
know who's gonna win that one.
Yeah, probably Ten Hag. He's currently storming away with it with like 89% of the vote. What are you saying, Jez? In regards to these 3?
I'll say Poch, man.
You saying Poch over Ten Hag currently from this week? Go on, talk about it.
One part of me, agenda, first. And 2, man, 1 win and it's against Luton. You have to make a statement before these tough fixtures coming up. So yeah, Poch.
So you're saying Poch, Ten Hag, Edwards. What are you saying, Ryan?
I'd say Ten Hag top, Poch second, Edwards third. Yeah.
First, yeah. For me, from this week, yeah, Ten Hag, I would definitely say, then Poch, then Rob Edwards. That's what I'm saying. For real. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Warrior Jason's prediction for Arsenal versus PSV and Manchester United versus Bayern. Go to you, Ryan. Those 2 games, and then you just.
I'll go.
Is the PSV a game? Sorry, is the PSV home or away?
Arsenal are at home.
Yeah, it's at the Emirates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Arsenal. I'll go 2-0 Arsenal. 2-0 and Bayern United. Ooh. It's at Bayern, isn't it?
It's at Munich.
Bayern don't move me like that, but then you man are crap as well. Like.
Carry on. Bear with me. One sec, you man.
Yeah.
You know Tuchel on the sideline. He's got a touchline ban.
No, yeah, touchline ban.
Yeah, because he got sent off again in their last Champions League game of last season, so he's banned from this game.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So.
But then again, it's not like Ten Hag is coaching properly, anyways. Like.
Yeah. And obviously, Tuchel will still have a say. He'll still be communicating. I'm guessing with his.
Yeah, of course, like messages.
I don't think that much of a thing. I'll go. I can see United getting a goal, in the counter or something. I think it'll be close, I'm going 2-1 Bayern. I think Bayern will win, but I'm going 2-1 Bayern. I think it'll be closer than what.
I can't lie. If United go with the diamond again, I think it's going to be a 2-0.
Oh, sure. They'd be stupid to go with the diamond in this.
If they go with the diamond, they're going to lose their game by at least two goals. And I don't think they're getting a goal either.
I think Wan-Bissaka is a big miss. I think this is where you use Wan-Bissaka. This is where Wan-Bissaka becomes an asset.
To be fair, Gnabry, he's been ass-cheeked as of Akai. He's been ass. Yeah. But then again, Sane can play on that side if they really wanted to, just to create a mismatch.
That's true. But then
Reguilon's going to start on left back, so maybe Reguilon, you could have this. You can have maybe Reguilon against Sane as well. So I don't know. I don't know.
Apparently, Reguilon was all right against Brighton. That's why I've heard.
He was good, but I don't think he was like. I watched this guy long enough to know, like, when you target him, this guy,
He's not
trust
good.
me, it's not good
Oh
at
yeah,
all.
he's awful. We all know, but I just heard he played all right.
Yeah, he played well, yeah.
Yeah, but like I think against Bayern, I think if Bayern get the first goal, yeah, United could suffer then because we all know they're not great at reacting. But I just feel like I don't know,
Go on,
man.
what was your
Bayern.
prediction? I didn't manage to catch
I've
it. What
got
was it? And
2-1
big up my
Bayern.
dashes, that you got 2-1 Bayern.
I
What was
can
your
see you
Arsenal
getting a
PSV?
goal in the counter.
What was Arsenal PSV?
2-0 I went Arsenal.
Yeah, 2-0 us. What you saying? Just
I think 2-0 for Arsenal at home to PSV. And I did say, depending on the formation, if Ten Hag goes back with the diamond to Bayern, I think United lose 2-0 comfortably. Like, it's going to be a comfortable game, but maybe if he goes back to his normal formation, maybe something could happen, at least with a goal. But and Roy J just asked me, I have a question. If you know this, where you think Bayern weakness is? Defense?
Yeah.
Like, Kim and Jay is good, but I think you can get all the other defenders. Like, I can't like, because I think Aaron United was already mentioned it, but I agree with what he said. If Rashford can work that channel where Upamecano is, or Upamecano, cash money. But then again, it depends if he can work that. Like, ironically, it would have been much better if Højlund could play against Upamecano, because I feel like, because he's on that side where what's it called? Where, well, of course, if he plays the diamond, he's on that side where Kim and Jay is Højlund, and I think Kim and Jay can deal with him. But I don't think Upamecano can deal with Højlund, so let's see.
The Ligt just gets benched now, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's been getting benched. Like, he comes off the bench, like, even maybe because he wants balance. Maybe that's why, I don't know. But
I've always liked him, though. I know he's can get us. I've always been a fan of him.
He's decent, but I think he's also overrated at the same time. I get where you come from, but
No, I do hear you though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the other weaknesses
Warrior
that
J,
you have
big up,
is,
man. I see you, big up, man. Yeah, go on, carry
yeah,
on.
big up Warrior J, man.
Go on.
I think that another weakness that Bayern have is the midfield. And Tuchel is already pissed because they're getting that Palinia and no other number 6. I think that them not having number 6, I feel like you can exploit that midfield any time, to be honest. Like, unless the midfield is having like a fantastic game, which doesn't even happen anymore these times. I don't think Musiala is fit, I think. Because Müller has been playing off late.
Against Leverkusen.
But he didn't start the game, though.
I thought he came on towards the end. I might be wrong.
I mean, I can check, but he didn't start the game, which means if he's not 100%, Müller's going to play. And I can't respect to Müller, great career, but bro, it's 2023, like, so I feel like United can exploit that as well. And then And then the fact that the last two issues that I would say with Bayern is that outside if Kane doesn't score, Kane is not involved really like that. I feel like I think that's an issue that I've seen them play as of late. Again, Kane is technically playing DM for them. Like, I'm not even lying. The guy is not running into the box. So I feel like in terms of pressure of having to in behind runs from him, no chance in it. But I think we all know about Kane.
I can't lie, I'm getting sick of Kane's and dropping deep.
Yeah, bro, it's fun, but this is what he likes to, and then left wing. If Gnabry starts left wing, I'll be honest, it would be embarrassment if Dalot cannot deal with him, because Gnabry's been cheeks. Like, people talk about how Rashford is ass. Watch Gnabry, man. That guy is ass. So I think these are the noticeable weaknesses from Bayern, in my opinion.
First. Hey, but large of everyone that's tapped in. You know what I'm saying?
We still have Alfonso going forward.
Yeah, I feel like Alfonso, but it's the way
they got Alfonso. It's
the issue. The way it's the way Tuchel uses him. Yeah, David, FA. Yeah, Kane is scoring, but the issue is outside from the goals. He's not really doing anything in the team. Like, he's not pressuring the back line. He's just way too deep, trying to chop deep. Unless you don't get him to score a goal, he's just not been involved so far, in my opinion.
Why can't he just realize, bro, you're a striker now? You've got
You actually got good players, aren't you?
Yeah, man. Like, just stay in the box and just get your chance.
I think it's his ego.
Yeah.
Like, I think he just like, you know what, fuck it, I can do that. I prove everybody I will be the best, greatest playmaker and goal scorer.
Yeah, we all know you're a good passer and everything, but like, bro, you don't need to show it anymore, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then you gotta say that's kind of down to Tuchel as well. Like, Tuchel should make him.
I think Tuchel bought him because of that reason that he can drop deep.
You reckon he brought him because of that?
Yes, I mean he loved him already at Tottenham. When he was at Chelsea. I think he generally. I think this was a part of the plan, but it's not working.
Yeah, Tuchel, man, like that guy at Bayern, bro. I ain't be moved still.
But yeah, we'll soon find out what go on. But yes, Ten Hag has won this. So Ten Hag 63%, Poch 26%, Rob Edwards 11%, and we will go into the last category. People, most untouchable manager. So if a manager lost, he is not eligible for this category. So get your nomination suggestions in, people, before we run this poll. What are you saying, Ryan? We'll go to you, most untouchable managers from the weekend.
De Zerbi, Pep, Pep as well. I think going away to West Ham, very tough game, and you get a good win. So Pep definitely deserves to be there as well. I said De Zerbi, obviously. Who else? I think what's his name? Well, Ange beat Sheffield United, but like, Unai Emery maybe as well. It's a good win for Villa, I thought.
That's a fair shout. Let us know in the chat what you lot saying. Arteta's a shout. Yes, Arteta is definitely a shout to go there.
Yeah,
I have to give him. You got, because if he would have lost, we would on the flip side, or drew, we would have been talking differently about him. So like, yeah. What you saying? What you saying? I ain't saying Klopp, man. You don't beat Wolves. You're supposed to be.
I refuse to have Klopp in this one this way.
I mean, ironically, I put actually Klopp in mine because I didn't think any other manager deserved to be in.
I'm not having Klopp in this one, man. I'm telling you.
Okay, okay, cool. But I had him in there anyway, so I'm gonna mention him regardless.
People are giving Klopp way too much credit for that.
I get that. Yeah. But I only put them there because I couldn't think of any other manager to be on. Also.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I put.
Right, we'll just run those.
I put Arteta, Emery, Klopp, and Postecoglou. I feel like the substitutions that he made, ironically, all of them affected the game to win us the game.
I hear that. Well, he is at home to Sheffield United, but
Which
true.
You know what
I'm saying? You've been winning too much. Do you know what I'm saying recently? So yeah, we ain't running this. Yes, vote on the poll, people.
You guys gonna be hate, man.
Yeah, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like someone said on the Q&A, what crazy universe is this where Jez is the happiest person on the panel? It's nuts. You know what I'm saying? Happy. This is now I know why people said what they said to me last year when I was happy and that. I get it. But yeah, vote, people, most untouchable manager, De Zerbi, Pep, or Arteta. And it's from this weekend's games just gone. So it's not overall, people. It's literally which result do you think is the most impressive? Do you think De Zerbi beating Manchester United 3-1? Do you think City going away to West Ham and winning for Pep? Or do you reckon it's Arteta going away to Everton and winning? Let us know, people. Let us know. Vote on the poll before we do indeed close out. Let us know.
I actually forgot about the De Zerbi result. Like, notice I'm just accustomed for Brighton to just win against every team. But I don't know.
Let us know, people.
Can I just address LFC for the double? Who said Klopp got it completely wrong and then completely changed it? How is he getting too much? Because you literally said he got it so wrong at the beginning, bro. The guy just undid his mistakes like any good manager should at the end of the day. The guy literally put out McAllister when he needed an oxygen tank in midweek and started him and played Joe Gomez as an inverted fullback in the first half. Like, what are we doing here? Like, come on, bro. If Mateus Cunha actually was a good player, good finisher, he'd have been 2 down and Klopp would actually be in the category of most under the cosh manager then. So what are we doing here, bro? Like, Klopp is getting way too much credit for the other day. I'm telling you, bro. And thing is, Klopp, I think deserves a lot of credit so far this season, but I'm not giving him that much credit for the Wolves game, bro, because it was his fuck up, massive fuck up from the beginning that we almost came out with not winning that game. So, bro, he's getting way too overhyped for that game still.
Hey, by the way, are you guys not playing Union Saint Gillotte on Thursday?
Oh no, we're playing Lask. I don't even know what country they're in.
I can't because I put that actually you know how you can start fixtures. Actually, it's one of the stuff that I actually want to watch both home and away.
Really? Why?
We have a thing going on Sarcasm about the Union Saint a lot, and guys is just be hating it. So if Union can get a win against Liverpool, me and Peter and Alan will be there.
Is that the one where McAllister's brother plays for them?
Yeah, so it's his brother.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think this guy is hyping up USG. You know, he's a joke, man. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
I mean, USG right now will beat United and Chelsea.
Yo, who wouldn't beat United and Chelsea at this current moment?
Luton Town and Everton.
Yeah, and they championship sides. This is where we're at with USG.
I mean, technically they're in the Premier League, so
well, we know they're championship, potentially championship level sides.
What batch is on their shirt? Exactly, it's the Premier League batch.
Yeah, sure. Innit? This USG prop, you know. I can't. You know what? For one, I can't wait. That's still gonna be when Liverpool dunk on him. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying?
Dunk on who?
When Liverpool, Liverpool playing you lot are playing USG, right?
Not this week, yeah, but in the group.
Nah, but they're in your group, right? Yeah, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For once, that's one of the bright point. The only bright point is you lot shut up when they
right. You really want us to win just so they can shut up about
you lot. No, I won't go as far. Like I'd prefer USG to win. Don't get it mistaken. But the only plus point if when Liverpool pack them, because I hate seeing you lot win, is shutting
so like
Jez
a little consolation,
a small consolation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying in that small consolation for these to shut up about USG. Blah, blah,
even
blah.
if USG get a goal and get packed like 5-1, these guys will be gassing.
We don't get packed 5-1. It's not happening.
Getting packed. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I actually want USG to win. Like, I would put up with you lot chatting rubbish about it. But Liverpool are going to move you, man.
You know what club's going to do? He's going to play all the youth players and just couple of the men, and then there's going to be close again.
And then he'll have the big guns on the bench, and then when you lot see Salah and Diaz and Nunes and Jota and Szoboszlai and McAllister and Robertson and Trent and everyone, it's a wrap.
Bro, I can't even lie, yeah? You just remind me of something.
Getting injured against Union Saint-Germain. I don't think so.
Egypt, yeah.
I can't lie to you. If any one of this week, Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Konate, Robertson, Szoboszlai, McAllister and Salah, if any of those guys even enter the plane to go to Lask this week, Klopp is going in most under the cosh next week. I don't care. even if he batters West Ham 5-0, I don't care. He's going in most under the cosh.
Right, about to super chat 79p to make sure.
Yeah, I literally will. Like, I'm genuinely going to do that if that happens. Any one of them, you know, any one of them.
Anyway, you gotta give the fans of Lask some. You gotta give them some.
Fuck the fans of Lask, bro. Like,
bro, how many times will we see Mo Salah play in Austria?
You man are crazy with it. You man, and big up to Eddie in the chat as well, who just put fuck the Zerbi. I hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? But
Zerbi got the job done.
The Zerbi's, he's won this category, so 56%.
Oh yeah, Zerbi's definitely
the Zerbi. Pep 25%, Arteta 19%. So we will run through the winners from the doing the most Premier League game week 5 before we do indeed close out. Don't forget to get over to the Kick as well, where the NFL talk show will be going on in 5 to 10 minutes. So the most unforgettable goal was Callum Hudson-Odoi against against Burnley tonight. The most unpredicted result was Manchester United 1, Brighton 3. Most unacceptable error was Jose Sars for Wolves for Robertson's goal. Most under the cosh manager was Eric Ten Hag. And sticking with the Manchester United Brighton theme, most untouchable manager was indeed De Zerbi. So large up to everyone who has tapped in. You lot are real ones. This is how the show runs on a weekly basis. Yeah, go on, fam. Go on.
We were gonna say, do you guys think Jack Grealish is like positions under threat at City now?
Yeah, but I think everyone's position apart from Haaland his position is under threat.
That's true. That's true. And Rodri, I'd say. Rodri as well.
Yeah, Rodri, they're probably the two you look at and go, they're not. Well, of course, yeah. But Grealish can also play other positions, so he's not complete. And there'll be games for him where it don't suit Doku, and there'll be games that suit Doku.
In a game where maybe
Grealish.
you need to hold it up a bit more, win some fouls, etc. He'll suit games well.
But
Doku, man,
he looked
top,
good.
Very good player.
He looked good.
Very
he
good
really did. But you lot, make sure you get over to the Kick. I just dropped the link in the chat. You can see it right there. Sarcasm City TV Kick, where the gang will be going live. NFL talks, the other football show, people. NFL Talks, the other football show. So all I need you lot to do, download the Kick app for free. You download the app for free from your app store. Then you sign up, create an account for absolutely free. Same way you watch and comment on the YouTube is the exact same on Kick, people. So all I need you lot to do, download the Kick app, sign up for free and create an account, and then follow and then watch the content over there, because even tomorrow we got 2 watch-alongs over there on the Sarcasm City TV Kick. We have AC Milan versus Newcastle United, and also Paris Saint-Germain versus Borussia Dortmund. Those 2 watch-alongs will be over on the Kick. Before that, though, you'll get the Man United podcast. Not even tomorrow, it's technically today now if you're in the UK. 4 p.m. start, Man United podcast. So myself and Ivorian talking all things Manchester United.
Yo, I need
Then
to
the
dip over. Big
yeah,
up you,
bless
man.
up Ryan every
Big
single
up, big up,
time.
bro.
The 2 Champions League watch-alongs I just mentioned, so that's 3 streams. And then Ryan will be back, and the rest of the Liverpool Dons will be back for the Manchester United Liverpool show, people. But Joel, I see you. Big up Daniel. Again, big up for the generous super chat. Big up for joining the membership. Glad you enjoyed the show. He says it's been a good show. I've enjoyed being here for the first time. We'll for sure turn up again next time. Yeah, man, hopefully you turn up today, man, because we got live streams every day. We are live every single day on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, and live every other day on the Sarcasm City TV Kick. Not quite every day on the Kick, but often enough. Fan calling shows over there, Champions League, Premier League watch-alongs over there, NFL show, NBA show, F1, boxing show, all over on the Sarcasm City TV Kick. But yeah, man, I'm glad you lot enjoyed the show, man. You lot are real ones. I really do enjoy doing the most, just because it's something different. That's why. It's something different. Yeah, man, Daniel, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully Doncaster Rovers continue to pick up some more wins, man. But large up to everyone that's tapped in. Like I said, get over to the Kick, because we'll be live in about 5 minutes or so. Great stream. I enjoyed the stream. Thanks, Flawless. Hey, PJ, big up to you for joining the membership, and I'm glad you lot are enjoying the shows. Just please continue to support. That's all I can say, man. Much appreciated. I genuinely mean that from the bottom of my heart, people, because you lot continue to support. That we go live every day and you lot show up every day. Like, I genuinely love you lot for that. Jez is in the cut. Ryan just left, of course. The rest of the panelists will be on as well. But I need you lot to do another thing. All the audio platforms, SoundCloud, here's with a follow. Spotify, follow, 5-star us. iTunes, 5-star us on there. Leave us a review as well. And please get over to the Kick, because we're trying to get monetized over on the Kick, people. Flawless, the media trying to get united against the manager when the protest and fan anger increases. John, we'll talk about that on the Man United podcast later today, all UK times. But love to everyone that's locked in. Big up my guy TJ, says big up Flawless and the gents as usual. Great show later. Big up, much appreciated. And this has been Doing the Most. Premier League Game Week 5 live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in. Let me see who's live actually, before you lot head over to the Kick. But I'll raid someone. If not, I'm legit just going to send you lot to the Man United just to hit the like button. That's all I need you lot to do. Hit the like button and then close down the video. Yes, because no one is live as I expected. So I'll send you there. And yeah, PJ, see you tomorrow for the Champions League games, man. Download the Kick app. Make sure you lot do that. But love, big up, and bless to everybody.